it's definitely a fine line. We got a lot of competitors on this team, but for me, I love the competitiveness. I'd rather be, competitive and instead of soft and, letting things go. But at the end of the day, we've been talking about it and just being able to, control it and just being able to have a controlled competitiveness and just keeping, the energy on us instead of other teams.
And I know when you were at Duke, there were a lot of games during SEC play that probably kind of resemble that, just a little bit. Any one of those particular ones kind of stand out to you back from your previous days?
I didn't have too many crazy ones back at Duke, but there was always some chippy just talking back and forth, but nothing too crazy. But it's a game. At the end of the day, we all love each other, and we just love to compete at the end of the day.
Yeah, your first home game. First home game as a Georgia Bulldog is coming up this Friday. What does it mean to you, and is there some excitement you have just playing for the new fans in Georgia?
Oh man, it means everything to me, man. It's just a blessing to be able to come here and because I didn't have anywhere to play in the fall, so just being able to work out and just come here and be a Georgia Bulldog and playing the SEC is just an amazing opportunity. So I'm excited. I haven't been to the game, I haven't watched the game before, so being able to play in my first home game is something I'm looking forward to.
I feel like y'all are still riding a little bit of that competitiveness this morning and maybe into the weekend as well, a little bit of that chippiness.
Oh yeah, we're definitely chippy right now, and but we got some things to work on. We're just gonna kind of hone in on the competitiveness and kind of focus it on different things that we're gonna work on today, thinking more backside and controlling that competitiveness, because sometimes we get a little amped up, but it's as Coach said, it's better to be amped up and than not to be amped up at all and just let things go. But we want to control it, and today we're just going to be just real focused today and just focusing on our game and focusing on us, just our belief in us.
How's important to have a couple of those older guys in there to kind of control that, harness that?
Oh yeah, it's definitely big. Older guys like myself and Northern McCarthy and other grad guys. We've been around the game a long time and just know how you don't want to just ride off emotions all the time, because it's baseball at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's one day you're going to be great, one day you're going to be bad, this and that. But you want to just stay at a humble level, just stay at the same level, and just go out and focus and compete.
Go back real quick to how you came about coming to Georgia. You mentioned you had no other opportunities after graduating from Duke. Kind of how did you get here?
Yeah, so the biggest thing was, so I just graduated from Duke. I graduated early and entered the transfer portal, and there was a couple of different places that was either Tennessee or Georgia, but Georgia, I took one visit and I was like, I'm going to Georgia. It was sold out. I love the coaches, love the program, I love these guys, and I made the best decision of my life. So.
Thank you, Dan.
I have not done anything like that, no. I think some of the guys they get on the mound, they get in that what they call flow state, and just who knows what you're going to do up there. So
your teammate, did you see that coming in that? I know it was a chippy game. I know it kind of led up to that a little bit.
It definitely was a chippy game. I didn't see that coming, but I knew he was. Curly's a funny man. That's just his personality on the mound. He's just going to go out there and he's going to do whatever he wants to do, and he's going to throw 100. So that's
he's kind of blown up on social media a little bit since all this. Has he said anything? Has he mentioned anything to you about that today?
He's honestly one of the more humble guys I've ever met in my life. He doesn't say much. He's kind of, I don't know, he's kind of just a laid-back, cool dude. So,
does he do stuff like that in practice as well? Do you see a lot of the guy that
he's just a more goofy character, man.
Gotcha.
He's one of my favorites. He's funny. He's with all of us. I wouldn't say he does anything like that in practice, but he's just a funny dude.
I got to ask you, how are you feeling going into this week? Now you got that great outing, the other day in Wilmington. Kind of what is your mindset, conference level like, kind of going through that?
I'm feeling great. I got to take a step back. It's just one outing. It's a long season, so it's just building off of that and continuing going and just kind of building blocks, just taking one step at a time. So.
And you look at it too. Wes has been able to really incorporate pretty much, I think, everybody, maybe except couple of the freshmen. Right now, 5 games in. How much does it help to get all those guys opportunity early on? How much can that, and how does that help? Rather?
Oh, it's great. The thing that I've said the most is the competition, just within the pitching staff at least, it's phenomenal, and that just builds within the pitchers. Is the more competition you have, the more people fight and the more people work to keep staying in those key roles and stuff. So just everyone getting all these outings and shoving and doing good, it's really confident for us to look forward in the years or in the months to come. but we're really excited about how we pitched so far. So
You guys ready for the warm up though? I mean, Wilmington, that wind was blowing in 100 miles an hour, and it was cold. You know what? Yesterday, how hard is that? I mean, not make excuses or anything, but how difficult is that to play in and be effective?
Oh, it's definitely harder, but you got to realize that the other team's also playing in the same conditions.
Right.
So we got to take a step back, and we got to see what we can do to just win ball games. And we can't really look at the weather as an excuse, or we can't really make excuses. We just got to go out there and we just got to play how we know we can play and win ball games.
A lot of guys have talked about just the confidence Weston's built within you guys, especially pitching wise. He's talked about the quick power plays. What else does he do to instill that confidence?
I mean, he's a very statistical guy. So he takes a step back and he looks at us and he's like, man, the pitches that you throw, and if you throw these pitches and these counts against these hitters, I mean, you're unstoppable. And if you have real data to back up your stuff, that's more than just words, because you know it's real and you know, oh, I got this, and that's even more confidence that you can even ask for. So
after 5 away games, how excited are y'all to be back at Foley and just new renovations, and what's it mean to y'all to have all your fans come
we're excited. I mean, I was here staying throughout the regional super, and that was an atmosphere that I've never been a part of. So just to get the fans back in the stadium and the new Foley field, I'm excited for the fans to see the new renovations, and I'm excited to just pitch in front of the fans at Foley Field for the first time. So 100%.
Paul, I wanted to ask you about Wes. I feel like a lot of times when I was like looking down in the dugout last year, you were always kind of sitting right next to him down there. I'm curious, were you keeping a book or something like that, or why are you always right there?
I was I was charting. So every single pitch I get, whether it's a fastball, breaking ball, or something, you just keep tabs, and we kind of look to see sequences on hitters, and we keep it throughout the weekend just so we can build off of what we know. And say something's working against a hitter this one weekend, we're gonna I wouldn't say abuse it, but we're gonna keep going, and we're gonna do what we've seen in the weekend that's worked. So just being able to be by Wes's side last year and to learn through that, and just to see just how everything works, it was a good first step.
So what is your relationship kind of, Bill? I can't imagine spending that much time around a guy during games. How did your relationship kind of go through that? And maybe what are some of the technical things you learned too from it?
It's great. You learn more. I mean, I've learned more last year than I have any years of my life in baseball. Just because, I mean, being that close to, such a great coach like Coach Wes is. I mean, he has so many years of experience, and being able to take what I know now because of what he's taught me, I'm so grateful. And it honestly has helped me become the ball player. I mean, I don't believe that I would have gone out there and pitched 5 innings if it wasn't for Coach Wes and what he's taking the time and for me last year, and kind of just keep advancing on to this year. So that's what I'm really happy about.
It looks like the defense behind you's made a little bit of improvement this year. What have you seen from them?
Oh, 100%. I mean, that's the main thing I feel like our guys, hitters, have really worked on is the defensive side of things, because they don't want to be known for the guys that make a whole bunch of errors behind the pitchers. I mean, and just to be able to, Colby Branch behind me on Friday it was, he made some great plays. And just as pitchers, if you know that your defense got your back, the pitchers are going to have the defense back, and the defense has our back. It's going to be a good side on the defensive things when it comes to that.
Getting back to last night, I mentioned the game being chippy. Are those games kind of fun? Are they fun to play in?
Oh, 100%. There's definitely a fine line between, I would say, crossing the line and being overly chipping. But I feel like that's good for college baseball, is the competitiveness of college baseball. So just, it's in-state rivalry, and
I was going to ask you, how much of that, I'm sure all you guys know each other anyway. How much did that kind of play into it?
It plays into it a little bit, for sure. But just being able to, in-state rivalry, and it was a close game throughout the whole entire game. So just being able to pull through, and especially, I got to shout out Ryan Black. What he's done, put his head down and keep working. And for him to hit that home run at the end of the game just to secure that for us, I'm really proud of him, and it's great.
Is it like a big exhale, a team exhale when you hit that
home
run?
100%. And it was really, everyone had Ryan Black's back there. We all know how hard he's worked, and for him to do what we know he can do, it just puts confidence in the team, and just should put confidence in him. So.
You guys opened the 4 or 5 games on the road. What did you learn about this group? Just being on the road with them a little bit.
I'd say road games. It gets us stronger and closer than before. So to be able to start out with a lot of road games like that, I would say that we've been able to bond more and more than just being here at home and then going back to our own houses. I mean, we go to the hotel together, we're on the bus together. So it's been really neat and really cool to see us grow just within the last 5 games through that. Like last night, pulled out the win, and I mean, we're all on the bus, and you could just see the team bond through that. And so we're really excited about what's to come in the coming weeks. So.